Hello and welcome back to this video. Now we are about to start our Facebook ad creation series. Now please, I want you to pay attention to everything I'm going to be saying when we start these tutorials. It's going to help you to understand Facebook ads very well, and if you apply everything you're going to be getting from this video, please you are going to get results, and it's assurance and it's guaranteed you're going to get maximum result when you do the right thing and when you follow my processes. So the first thing I want to do now is I'm going to go to the ad manager. All right, look at the ad manager I'm using now. Like I told you, I'm using a new ad manager, not using the old one, right? We used on starting this class because of I cannot be able to create a Facebook page. Now if you don't have a Facebook page, you cannot advertise. The first thing first here is I've already showed you guys everything about it. So the one you're seeing now is the last ad I've run for businesses. Okay, the last thing you are seeing here are ad account I've created. These are ad campaigns. You can see everything is off. All right, so this is it, and this is how you can do it on your own. The first thing first here you're going to do now is to click on create. Okay, click on create. When you click on create, you're going to see the new Facebook interface, how your ad creation page. Now we have some things we need to do here, and I want you to understand some certain things here. One is we have buying type, right? You have buying type, you have reach and frequencies. Now this thing works in two different ways. As a beginner on Facebook, if you want to get more traction, like I said, I'm going to be explaining all these things. I'm going to be running ad on these things. I'm going to be creating ad on different things here to show you how it works so that you get maximum results on your ad campaigns. So the first thing here we have buying type, which is Usher. We have awareness, traffic. The same thing with this one. If you click on reach and frequency, you see awareness, traffic, engagement. The same thing. If you click here, you see the same thing: awareness, engagement, and traffic. So it contains. If you just leave it everything like this, it doesn't matter whether you are going to do something. So the first thing you need to do now is you need to make people to be aware of your brand, and that is what you want to do in this video. Right, at each video, has about how many videos here now? Has about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to create 6 additional videos to each of this one. Okay, so the first one is awareness, and that is what we need to do in this video. So what is an awareness ad? Awareness ad simply means this is where you show your ads to people who are most likely to remember them. Now this works in a way that you want to showcase your brand to people, you want to showcase your product to people to get for reach, video views, brand awareness, and reach. When you choose awareness ad, campaign objective, this is basically what you want to get on your ad. Like each ad you want to run, you must have reason to run that ad. Now choosing awareness ad is you are showing your ads to people who are mostly likely to remember them. It's good for reach. This is a kind of ad like you are reaching a maximum number of people who may be interested in your brand. And for brand awareness, it's good for brand awareness and also video views and also store location stuff. So let's go ahead and start our first Facebook awareness ad campaign. The first thing you need to do now is after selecting it, you come and name your ad. Please, if you name your ad, it's going to help you to differentiate your ad to a lot of people. Now the first thing is you need to add your name of your first campaign, which is I just something like AW, which is awareness campaign. Okay, this is the name of my campaign now. Then the name of the ad set. All right, ad set, just name it anything. I'll just say the same thing with just say ad set 1. all right, just name your own the way you want, anything. Then I'll now say this is the awareness main ad. Now this second stage, it has 3 stages. Every Facebook campaign has 3 stages. The first one is the campaign name, the ad set, and the main ad, which includes all the creative of the ad you are going to use to run the campaign. So you click on continue. It's going to take you to the ad set creations page where you need to set up all these things and kick your ad running. So the first thing, like I said, this is the campaign name and these are the tutorials. If you're not running ad based on elections and stuff like that, leave everything. If you're running ad based on election, credit card, employment, housing, social issues, select it. All these things has their own way of setup. So for here, I'm just going to show you how to use this in for business purposes. I'm not going for credit card and all this now, a loan or something. I'm not into loan or stuff like that, or employment. Just select anyone on your business type. So for here, I'll just leave everything like this. We have buying type, which is option. We have objective, which is awareness. Then the A/B test, it helps you to improve your ad performance. You need to test different versions of your image, text, audience, and placement. Okay. Now, when you click on ads A/B test, it simply is going to create an ad similar to this particular one now you have used, they have created now. Now it's going to be testing this let me say A and B, but it's one ad though, right? It's going to be one ad, but you're going to be testing different things. This particular A ad is going to be targeting a specific amount of people or audience or age range or gender. Now the B version of this ad is similar in nature of that first one. So when you click on A/B test, let me click and show you what is going to happen, sir. So after you publish your campaign, it will take you to the A/B test setup where you can finish creating your ad. It's the same thing as creating your main ad. So let me leave it like this. Now we have advantage campaign budget. This simply means this your budget you are using on this campaign will distribute your budget across ad sets to get more results depending on your performance goals, choices, and bid strategies. You can control spending on each ad. Now, why I will not use this in, because I'm just doing brand awareness. Your goal after this campaign is not to get sales. So it's not a campaign where you need people to buy, and that's why I'm not going to choose this thing. And that is why I'm not going to choose A/B test. It's when I'm targeting people that will buy my product. Maybe I'm doing campaign for ad, lead generation, and conversion. That's when I'm going to choose A/B test. For this particular one now, I'm not going to choose this one because I'm running an awareness campaign. My goal here is to just show my campaign, show my business or my brand to a lot of people. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to click next. Alright, when I click next, it's going to take me to the ad set level. Now the ad set level is where I will choose what I want to get, the kind of thing I want to get from my ad campaign, and also the Facebook page. You select the Facebook page you are using, and the bid controlled. Now this, I will show you all this thing. Let me just start. Let me show you what to do first. Is click here. Performance goal is your performance goal is how you measure success for your ads. For example, if your goal is to maximize the volume of purchases and you want your average cost per action to be about $5, Meta will look for the best opportunity to reach that goal. Now this simply means that you want to get more, maybe more goals, more measures, more performance in your ad. This is where you choose, because I'm choosing awareness, just people to see my product, right? Then we have this thing here. We have maximum number of impression. I don't want to use this one. I just want to just this maximum reach ad. Now we have video view goals. Depending on how you want to run. If you are using Facebook views, that's fine. You use Facebook views, video views. Now you choose the one you want to just use. But for me, because I want to get the highest performance of my ad, I will choose maximize reach of ad. Right? Then I'll choose the page. I'll tell you guys, like, I'm going to choose the second page, the first page I'm using, which is this particular one now. I'm going to talk. We can see the number of pages I have here. I'll choose the page. Now I have bid control. By setting up a bid control, you are telling Facebook how to bid on results. If your ad set requires a conversion window, use that to determine your bid control too. Bid controls are only available with some performance goal selection. So for this particular ad we are creating now, our end goal is not to make sales. So we are not going to use all these ones here. So you have see more option. You decide everything, just leave everything like this. If you want to, you can decide to change your own. This one is not really needed anyway, but for if you want to go more into advertising, this is where you just check some little things here. But for this particular campaign objective, you don't need all these settings. We have dynamic creative, something like this. Provide creative elements such as image, headlines. Then this for you. If you have your own creative, like your image, your ad copies, your video elements, don't click here. This will take a lot of time to create. when you use this. But for me, I already know how to create my own ad copies and my creative, so I don't need to come and start everything from the scratch. So now, because I'm doing Facebook reach, what I want to do now is I want to just spend like 2,000 naira on my ad. All right, daily campaign, my daily budget. I want to be spending every day 2,000 naira. You can decide to make it 1,500, but I don't encourage you to make 1,500 because it's a brand awareness. You want more people to see it. You can increase your budget. Just do according to your pocket. All right, just do according to your pocket. Don't go and do overdo. So what I'm going to do now is, when this thing is okay here now, I could just say like something like 2,000 daily budget. You are telling Facebook now that you want to be spending 2,000 naira every single day. Now, because I choose naira account, that's why I'm saying naira. If it's dollars, I will see dollars here. So I'm spending 2K every day, and my ad did not have an ending date. You can select the date you want your ad to start running, and you can select the time you want your ad to stop running, and you can select the end date. Maybe it's a 5 days account. You can say, because you are starting on 21st of May, and you want it to end on this 21st. You want it to end on this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 26. Now you are going to spend a total number of, okay, the start date is in the past. So the start date is in the past, the time have passed. Let me just make it to be, let me make it 16. Now you can see now I'm going to spend close to 14,000 naira. These 5 days, 10,000 naira on my campaign, because I selected 5 days. What I'm going to do now is, we have budget and scheduling. If you select daily budget, this is where you are telling Facebook will be charging you 2,000 naira every single day. Now you know how much you're spending every single day on your ad, and you know how much you have in your pocket. You can increase your budget. Maybe ad is not running, and you are seeing this, you are seeing reactions, and you're seeing comments, and you're seeing all these things. You want to increase your ad budget to increase more reach. You can come back to the ad again and edit the budget. We have something we call lifetime budget. Now this is where you tell Facebook that in this campaign I'm running now, or this ad I'm running, how much I'm going to spend 70,000 from this campaign. That means Facebook will start running this ad and will start charging you till this money exhausts on your budget. So if you select lifetime budget, there's something you will do. You are going to control when to start your ad and also when not to start it. This simply means that you can tell Facebook, by 12 o'clock a.m. in the night, I want my ad to stop running. Then by 6 o'clock in the morning a.m., I want my ad to start running. Facebook obeys those rules, and you can set it up. Now let me show you how it's being done. Let me show you. Let me show you. We have this. Okay. Now we have, because I selected lifetime budget. This is why I'm seeing the ad scheduling, because I selected ad budget. So this particular one now, the start date won't, the ending date will not be applied here. Okay, it will not work here. So because I selected lifetime budget, if I select daily budget, this is when Facebook, my ad is keep on running from morning till night without stopping. So if I select lifetime budget, let me show you what I'm going. You will tell Facebook, this is what I want my ad to be doing. At 2 hours in a day, turn my ad off. I want my ad to stop running by certain time, because most time people are not always online in the night, and probably they are sleeping. You want the ad to stop running them. Then in the morning, you want the ad to start running again. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to click on scheduling, because I selected lifetime budget. Now this campaign I'm running now, remember I'm running an awareness campaign. I'm trying to cover a lot of things in this campaign, so that when we start running another campaign, you will understand substantially. Maybe when I skip maybe ad scheduling, all these things, you understand this is why I skip it, so that I'm taking my time to explain this thing. And I have this audience now. Ad scheduling, I'll select on run ad on the schedule. Alright, now this is when you tell Facebook, run my ads from 6 o'clock a.m. to 11 p.m. in the night. Then from 12 a.m. till 5:30 a.m. I want my ad to stop running. Now what I'm going to do now is, remember, let me show what I'm going to do now. On Mondays, I want my ad to start running by 12 a.m. in the midnight. This is 1 a.m. This is 2 a.m. This is 3 a.m. This is 4. This is 5. This is 6. Now, because I don't want my campaign to run by these hours, because probably people are going to be sleeping, I'm not going to be getting people's content or comments on my page. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn it off. Mostly, it helps you to get more result on your ads and also control your billing and budget. So, what I'm going to do now is I want my ad to start running by 6 a.m. till this is 11. So I'm going to select these things now. Select it, select it, select it, select it, select. So I'm selecting everything. So any day you don't want your ad to run, like this Mondays now, you don't want your ad to run on Mondays, you click on Monday, it will deselect Monday. So on Mondays, your ad will run on Mondays. Alright? So let me select everything. Let me show what I'm doing here. And because of I'm running a awareness ad, I don't want to select, I'm not going to select this scheduling. I'll just leave it at daily budget so that the thing will keep on running every day. But if I'm selling something online, I'll probably use ad scheduling to control my bidding. So let's say, for example, I don't want my ad to run on Tuesday. I'll select Tuesday. Okay? I'll select Tuesday. I don't want it to run on Tuesdays like this. So if I want my ad to run on Thursday, let's say, for example, I don't want it to be on by Thursday 12 a.m. 12 p.m. then the afternoon, and 1 and 2. I don't want my ad to be showing to people by that time on Thursday. I will deselect it. You understand? I will deselect the date and my ad will keep on going. If I don't want my ad to show on Sunday, let's say for example, I don't want it to show on Sunday morning, 6 a.m., 7 a.m., 8 a.m., 9 a.m., 10, 11, and I want it to start by 12 p.m. I will leave it like this till 9 p.m. Then it's control like this. So you control how you want the ad to keep on going. So this is why I love the ad scheduling. It helps your ad to move very, very fast, and it helps you to understand your ad campaign, and it also helps you to control your bidding. So while we are going up here, let me show you another thing. I'm not going to select ad scheduling. I'm going to just select daily budget because I'm running an awareness ad. So I'm showing you some certain things that you need to understand about your ad campaign and stuff like that. So I'm going to select 2,000 naira. Then I'll come down again. What I'm going to do now I'm going to select audience. This is where I'm going to select people that I want to see for my ad to be showing to. Alright, so this is where I'm going to select people that I want to target. Because I'm doing awareness, I don't have a specific people in mind. I want everybody to see my ad. If you're targeting only Nigerians, this place will have Nigeria. You select location. If you want to target Ghana, you put Ghana. This is how everything works. So if you want to select another country, you select it. Now for me, I want to select only Nigeria based on my business model and based on what I'm selling. You deselect it. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to come here. Now I'll select the age range depending on the kind of product you are selling. Because here I'm just doing brand awareness. I don't want a specific people to see my ad. So because I want to control some certain things, I think from 18 years old to 65 plus, I think it's enough for my ad to reach more people. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to leave it this age. Depending on the kind of ad you are running and depending on the kind of product you are selling, you can select the age range. Alright, I'm going to show all these things why this trend is going on. So I can decide to change the age range to target a particular age people. We have genders. You can decide to change genders. Maybe you want to target only women. Your product is only about women. You select only women. If it's only about men, you select men. We have detailed targeting. This detailed targeting, I'm not going to touch it because I'm just doing brand awareness. I want people to see my ad. On some specific campaigns, if you want to run on Facebook, you need to choose detailed targeting. Language again plays major roles on your ad. This is one of the mistakes people do because when they want to choose campaign objective, they don't go deeper into choosing languages. For example, I know how to speak English. I don't know how to speak Hausa or Yoruba. I want to sell product to people that lives in Kano State or Sokoto. Majority of them don't know how to speak English. So it's going to be difficult for me to understand what they are doing. So based on my campaign objective, what I want to get on my campaign, which is I want more people to see my campaign. I don't care who is going to say it. I'll leave the language option. Then after it, we can save the audience and use it later. For here, I'm not saving any audience. I want to just leave it like that. Just a broad targeting. We have placement. Now, placement plays another major role in your campaign, and it helps your ad to move very, very faster. Let me explain. We have something we called advantage or automatic placement, right? Facebook will be the people to place your ad on several options. So this one, you are not telling Facebook, I want my ad to be showing to people on Instagram using mobile phone, Android or smartphone, desktop view or mobile view or newsfeed. If I leave it at advantage, before this was automatic, so they changed it to advantage placement. We have manual placement. If I choose manual placement, but because of this campaign objective I'm running, I will leave it at advantage placement recommended by Facebook. If I choose manual, this is where I'm going to select where I want my ad to be showing. If I don't want my ad to show on Instagram, I will deselect it. If I don't want it to show on this network, I will deselect it. So, but because of my ad objective and what I'm trying to run, which is the awareness ad stuff, I will choose advantage. Okay, I will choose advantage and click to go to the main ad. Now, on the main ad, this is another thing you need to have in mind. Please, Facebook hates it when you try to claim something, or when you are trying to lie in your campaign copies. Don't ever try such thing. Facebook doesn't like it. This is where you set up your main campaign and stuff like that. You have selected the page you want to use. Then let me say Instagram account. I don't have Instagram account. Anyway, I'll use the page as an example of Instagram account. So Facebook itself will use this my page as an Instagram ad. Okay. Now what I'm going to do now, another thing you need to do here is we have 3 types of formats. You can use single image or video. You can use carousel. You can use collection. Now, I'm going to be explaining this thing, why this trend is still coming up, right? Because this video is now probably going longer. So I want you to understand some certain things on here. So I'm going to just choose something because I already have a page, a content on my page. I'll click on this place, say create ad. I'll click on use existing post. Okay. If I click on use existing post, you're going to select the post or create one. Now, if I create a new Facebook post here on my ad campaign manager, it's going to appear on my Facebook page. But because I already have a Facebook content on my page, I'll click on select post. Right? Then look at it here. I'll select it. I'll click on this. And that is it. I don't need to do any other thing again. What I'm going to do now is to structure my keyword and everything. Then what I'm going to do now, I'm going to just scroll down. Now, they're asking me tracking. Okay. Now we have call to action button. Now, this call to action button simply means you want to show people what they'll do on your campaign. This one has, look at what is going to happen. It has this send message. Now, this send message is the call to action. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to change it. Okay, I'm going to change the call to action button. I'm going to change it to another thing, which is I'm going to change it to learn more. I want to do for learn more. You can select any call to action button you want to. I'll use learn more. Now, if I select learn more, I'll put the page. I'll put the website URL. I'll just put my website URL here. I'll just say get started. Okay, I'll update it. Now look at what is going to happen here. Now I've added that call to action button. Now look at what is going to happen right now. Just pay attention. Go scroll down, you see something. You can see now it has changed to learn more. So anytime somebody sees this my campaign, they will see learn more. They will click on learn more. This is an awareness ad. This is an awareness ad. Now in the next video, I'm going to be explaining more things about this place because this video is not getting longer. Okay. Now I'm going to explain some certain things both here both preview sessions and all, everything about tracking and stuff like that. So see you in the next video.